I want to read a special book to you that's called Not a Box. And this story that I'm reading to you is what Miss Suzanne and I are hoping that next week for our Zoom meeting that you will be able to show us. So this book is called Not a Box, and at the end of me reading it, I'll tell you the instructions and directions, and I hope you'll be able to participate with us. And then when we get on our Zoom meeting next week on Monday, you can show it to us. All right, so here it is. It's called Not a Box. And once again, if you look, it ends with the letter X. So we hear the X sound, box. All right, so here we go. It says, why are you sitting in a box? So look at the rabbit, he's sitting in a box. So that's what he's doing, he's sitting in a box. But the rabbit says, it's not a box. So what did he make the box into? He made it into a race car, right? What are you doing on top of that box? What do you think he's doing on top of that box? What do you think he's gonna create and make out of that box? Ooh, he says it's not a box. What is it? Looks like it's a mountain, a volcano maybe. It says Rabbit Peak. So that's what he used to make his box out of. Wow, that's pretty cool. Why are you squirting a box? So what do you think he's going to make if he's squirting a box and he has a hose? What do you think? If you're watching this at home, what do you think? Ah, he said, I said, it's not a box. What is it? It looks like it's a house or a building. And he's helping to put out the fire because he's a fireman. Look at that, a fire bunny. That's so cool. Now you're wearing a box? What is that silly rabbit doing? Now he's wearing a box? Oh my goodness, that's silly. This is not a box. What is it? It's a robot box. Look at that. He made the box into a robot. So now he's a robot. Are you still standing around in that box? So he's like, are you still standing in that box? Wonder. And he says, it's not a box, because look what all the fun designs he did here. Look at this. He made a pirate ship. He made a hot air balloon. He made it as the basket. Look at, he's riding on top of an elephant. And he made it as part of his boat. Look at all those creative ways that he took to create and make with that box. Well, what is it then? What is it? What do you think? I don't know. Oh, it's my not a box. Oh, look at that. He made it into a space. See? It says not a box. I love that. Ah, how fun. And then there he goes, lasting around the planets. And so that's our story, Not a Box. And so if we had been in school on this day that we read this box, we would have had each of you bring in some type of box. And we were going to spend the afternoon just creating and turning the box into something. And so that's what we would like you to do over this next week. And then when we come together next Monday, then we want us to show you your creation and tell us what you made with your box. And a matter of fact, Miss Suzanne and Miss Nancy are going to make something too, so we'll get to show you what we did with our box. So just get creative. I know that we're all having to stay at home, so if you don't have any boxes, use paper, whatever you want to do, or draw out what you would have done with a box. If you do have a box, for example, I pulled my boys, I have 3 boys, they love popcorn, so I could use this as a box. I am an Amazon customer, so I could use my Amazon box. I have some more like cereal boxes. Any of that you could use as a box. It doesn't have to be a huge box, it can be a little box, and you can create it and make it any way that you want to. Last year we had some friends that, you know, took like some small boxes like this and turned it into like a keyboard or a computer, or they turned it into walkie-talkies, or, I mean, just get creative and have fun with it. And we just want you to have a good time with it. So just design it however you want to, with whatever materials you have at your house, and then we would just love to see it when we see you guys again. And by the way, we loved seeing you today. It just melted our hearts. And please just know we miss you so much, and we love you, and we pray for each and every one of you each and every day. So we love you, and we will see you next week. All right, thanks. Bye.